Okay, just to add to this is part two of my previous rant on um, wolf gods in ancient times. Okay, so yeah, so okay. The way I imagine this thing happening, where you have these characters or you have these people, and they look up into the sky and they see the eclipse, and they're all just wherever they are, where they're some are in the field, some are in their homes, some are on a hunt, but wherever they are in that particular town at that particular time, and they look up and they see the sky, they see this incredible thing happen, um, and they're transfixed. They're transfixed. They're saying this is crazy, right? And um, and then that evening, when everybody's around the campfire, and they start talking about that thing that they saw, right? And and they're going to tell stories about it. They're going to tell interpretations of it. And again, a society that thinks largely visually, right? So they're going to try to communicate the feelings of what they saw through the visuals of what they use, right? Um, and we like to think, oh my God, that's wolf god. Oh my God, that's so stupid. But if you think about it, it's really quite uh, normal. Um, and the process of doing this would have been no different than how we, at the end of our day, right? At the end of it day and today, like, it's the end of your work day, you go home, and we don't have campfires today. We have TVs, and we sit around TVs as families, and we get our stories. And these stories come back to us, and some of them are quite literal, like this is what happened today, and other stories are complete fiction, right? But we love them. We love them, and we never poo-poo them, and we never say, you know, we never say boo about it. It's all good. It's all brilliant. It's all valid. Um, but we know how to categorize them now. And maybe we always knew, but we didn't really understand. Like looking back on it, we wouldn't know how to categorize. Like maybe in a town where there were wolf gods or wolf god stories, they understood that there was a particular genre that you might classify this as, not as uh, specifically fact, but there might have been a type of shorthand at that time where when they say wolf god, they don't mean um, a wolf that leaps into the sky, right? But they mean something that is along the lines of um, a type of genre, like an emotional genre, or there might have been a different classification, different category for imagery and ideas that conveyed not just physical space, but also emotional responses, magnitude of some kind, through poetry or poetic verse. And today we would call those, um, you know, prime time series, or we might look at it today and we would classify it as a cartoon or something. We haven't changed really, right? We're still looking for stories at the end of the day to explain our world and to make us feel things and to make us, uh, uh, you know, to take us somewhere. None of that's changed at all. But we get it now. And when we're in it, we understand it fully. It's not like somebody has to jump in front of you every time a human being speaks and explain to you, okay, well, this person is being literal and this person is being metaphorical, right? We sort of interpret it and know it automatically. But when we look back on things in history, we look back on old texts and ancient writings, we we make these claims and these associations that really paint human beings as really stupid. like 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 um like human beings are incapable of being nuanced in language or metaphorical or artistic, um, in particularly if it was any point before the 1500s. Right? Anything before that, human beings were just blithering idiots who took everything literally and had no nuance or poetic soul or any of those things. I don't understand why we think like that. Like, I don't understand where that comes from. But in any case, but to be fair, I mean, I think that, I'm sure that there's plenty of examples of human beings being as ignorant, if not more ignorant, than we would accuse human beings of being historically. But the fact that we take away so much in terms of culture and context and subtext, and um, we take away so much of that when we look at stuff that we consider ancient, and and I just think that uh, it's wrong. I just think that it's not accurate. I think that we're missing a lot in the translation. We're losing a lot in the translation, including a certain amount of respect for the storyteller. Yeah.